Hello, Todd Clemens, Okeechobee Livestock Market, and here's your weekly market report. We're broadcasting here remotely from Fort Pierce, Florida. I went to an interesting meeting, cattlemen's meeting with the United States Cattlemen Association in San Antonio this past week. There were some good meetings being held there, and I wanted to hear what other people were thinking. And I got to meet a lot of people from all across the United States. Florida was represented, upstate New York, Oregon, Nevada, Oklahoma. So from every corner of our country, there were people there voicing their opinions and how things were going for them. United States Cattlemen's Association is a national association representing cow-calf producers. And so I'm just throwing that out to you guys. I know, there's certain things that fit certain people. So if you guys want to get involved with a group that's looking on national issues at a grassroots level, that's the place to be. Look them up, United States Cattlemen's Association. The main topics of discussion are the same things we talk about on these market reports that are very, very critical, in my opinion, to cattle producers. Sustainability is the key word, it seems like, and to be sustainable, you have to be profitable. And these are things that will help cattle producers to be profitable. The main issues that were brought up, and this is all across the country from people that have cattle just like we do, animal disease traceability. The thing there was USDA has implemented this new rule with this new EID tag, and I started to say IED. It's EID tag mandated. So, and it's funded, supposed to be funded. They were going to put $15 million in and have 11 million tags, all that kind of stuff. Well, it didn't happen. They put in about half the money and had very less numbers of tags than they said they would have. So what are we going to do about that? There's a problem there with this new rule. I know LMA has come out opposing it because it's not fully funded. There's some people that are saying to maybe just defund the whole thing and then it would go away. So where do you fall into there? What group do you fall into? I don't know. Well, think about it and let me know what you feel about. Another issue is the beef checkoff. Beef checkoff seems to be a main concern from all around the country. I just heard from people all around the country. It's not just where we are, but it's everywhere. People are concerned, not that it's not a good idea to promote beef. We need to do that. It's demand for beef is the highest it's ever been. I mean, it's great, and prices are high. But the problem is that we are promoting all beef, and we all know that we don't get, our only source of beef is not from United States of America. And if we could get that deal passed where we're promoting born, raised, and harvested beef in the U.S., I think that would be a little bit more palatable. So those were some of the discussions that I heard. And the other thing which kind of goes along with that is labeling of beef so that consumers know where their product is coming from. Everything else is labeled. Everything you buy, you go to the grocery store, you know where stuff is coming from. You can't pick up an avocado that it doesn't say Mexico or Costa Rica, or a tomato that came from Guatemala or wherever. But you don't know when you pick up that ribeye on that package, it may say USDA inspected, and a lot of people, they see that USDA stamp inspected and think, well, it's American product, but no, that's not the truth. So there's this labeling issue that it needs to be labeled correctly and let consumers know where this meat is coming from. So those are the main issues that I heard about this weekend, or this past week out in San Antonio. It was cold out there. San Antonio is a beautiful city. It was a little bit cold for a South Florida boy, but my wife and I went. We had a good time, met some good people. We did the river walk. They had it all lit up with Christmas lights. It was real pretty. We had some good food there, and we learned a lot. So it was great. So check them out, U.S. Cattlemen's Association. On the local front, and by the way, too, I mean, we support Florida Cattlemen's Association, have been members, lifetime members, and Florida Cattlemen's Association is a great grassroots organization, association that we need to be affiliated with here in Florida. They do so many good things for us as far as environmental issues, land rights, water rights, electing the right people to be in government for us. So we all need to be a part of Florida Cattlemen's Association. So back to the local market news, man, this market is just outstanding right now, and like I said, beef demand is great. We've gone through a lot of inventory, and the cow kill has been really big, and cow numbers are down and they're not growing. So we think this bull market's going to be on for another year or possibly longer. But we had some outstanding prices on calves this week, from all the way from 200 pounders to 600 pounders. The whole market was higher on feeder calves. On the slaughter cow side, slaughter cows and bulls were pretty steady. We had a pretty good run of cows and bulls, and they're holding their own. Cows were pretty steady, and I did see some really good bulls bring up there around $1.70, and big old good bulls, so they could have been a tick higher, but overall the slaughter class market was pretty steady. And we had some pretty decent calves. We have a lot of odds and ends this time of year. We had 140 different consigners of cattle, I believe it was yesterday, with about 1,300 head. So that shows you, you know, maybe 8 or 9 head per lot average. So it's kind of normal this time of year, people cleaning up whatever's left. And generally, the leftovers are what bring the most money, and that's sure what happened here Monday and Tuesday this week. We have one more week of sales. Next week we'll wrap it up for 2024. We have Monday and Tuesday, I think that's the 16th and 17th, and that'll be it. No slaughter cow sale, no slaughter only sale during the holidays. So if you have beef cows or butcher cows that you want to sell, better get them in there Tuesday. We're going to slot off some numbers, some lot numbers for the slaughter class animals, and so bring them in Tuesday, and then after that it will be 2025 until our next sale, and I believe that's Monday the 7th, January 7th or 8th. Look at the calendar, 2025. So next week will be your last shot at getting anything sold in the state of Florida. And then the coolest thing, I think that about wraps up that market report, but we had the most wonderful week at our sale barn. If you guys have been watching and listening, we've been telling you about this kid in Arkansas named Jamie, who went to the Arkansas auctioneer convention, I think it was, but come to find out, he watches our sale. We broadcast every Monday and Tuesday, and Jamie religiously watches Okeechobee Livestock Market, to the point of where this Arkansas Auctioneers Association paid for his trip and his family's trip to come to Okeechobee to our sale barn, and he was there. Jamie, it was good to meet you. Jamie's brother Will, Richard, the daddy, and Leanne, the mama, and they were just so happy and so excited to be there, and we loved having them. And you know, this is a season of giving, and love is the center of what we celebrate Christmas for, right? So God so loved the world that he gave his only son. Well, that's what this season's about, and I'm telling you, that family, that mama, the mama Leanne and Richard, they love that boy, and they stayed with him the whole time, and it was just good to see a family so close, full of love, and a sale barn that just welcomed them in with open arms, and we just took that family in, and they were part of our business both days. We feel like we've known them forever, and they're part of our family now. But kudos to Aubrey, our auctioneer. He let Jamie sell a few, and Jamie sat up there with Aubrey for 2 days, and the only way that Jamie got out of that chair and left up there was he either had to eat or he had to go to the bathroom. So other than that, and he hated it. I felt like we should have just stopped the sale, you know, so he didn't want to miss selling one animal both days. And I asked Richard, Jamie's father, I said, is he going to be able to hold out? And he said, yep. He said, he'll close the lights down on you. You don't have to worry about that. And that's what happened. But a lot of things happened. Some of the buyers came and brought Jamie one of their caps or things to take home with them. Another really cool thing was Jimbo Watford. Jimbo, that was awesome, man. Jimbo came up there with an auctioneer's gavel and kind of christened Jamie as a colonel because he auctioneered at Okeechobee Livestock Market and gave him an auctioneer's gavel. Man, that was awesome. We all loved that, and we gave a big round of applause to Jimbo and Jamie. So that was really cool. And I could go on and on and on about all that, but it was neat. After the sale, some of the buyers stopped, and Jamie had his picture taken with the buyers. The one he really likes to say when he sells cattle is he wants to sell them all to Cracker, because he likes saying, Cracker, sell them to Cracker, 42, sell them to Cracker. He sold some to Paco, and he sold some to DNS and all, but it was awesome. And you guys can just flip over there to our to the YouTube station, I think, Okeechobee Livestock Market YouTube. If you subscribe to that, you can go back and watch the sale Monday and Tuesday, and you'll see Jamie there. We kind of widened up the camera so you could see more of not just the ring, but the kind of the whole deal there. So it is pretty cool.
$2.60, 70, 80, DNS on 12. Break time, lunch time.
We've shared our Okeechobee Livestock Family Market has shared with that family what we do and how we are, and we just hope they take that home with them and tell people, and we're sure telling people about them, and I think we've made a lifelong friend and a good relationship there. So anyway, that was the most exciting thing. Even though cow prices were extremely high, that was the most exciting part of our week. So I want to pass on the high prices. So here we go. On the calf side, man, I tell you, these lightweight calves has really got up there. We had a little calf that weighed 185 pounds, sold by Countryside Cattle from Naples. That's just not around the corner from Okeechobee. But a 185-pound calf brought $5.80 a pound. That little calf was bought by Rush Creek, and that's pretty cool. And on the cow side, Daniel Broman from Fort Pierce, right here where we're broadcasting today, had the high cow. She weighed 1140 and brought $1.25. That cow was bought by Brown Packing. That's your market report. Thank you for tuning in. Thumbs up, subscribe to our station. We like telling you what we think. It may be right or it may be wrong, but it's what we think. Thank you.